Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Chris Ford with Success Talks. Guys, and tonight's conversation is going to be about taxes. And while I'm waiting for Facebook to build my audience, guys, if you don't know what I do, I am a social media marketer and a success coach, guys. So while I'm getting into the topic of discussion, guys, I'll just let you know off top, I'm not a tax preparer, a tax consultant. So you definitely want to, any information that we talk about tonight, you definitely want to follow up with your tax preparer and make sure that, you're following the guidelines of, definitely filing your taxes and things of that nature. So guys, earlier today, I submitted a post on my news feed to see how much engagement that I would get and what people were chiming in on. They were giving their answers, right? And so I asked them, "Hey, Tara Clowney, how you doing? Thanks for joining the live broadcast." So I'm going to go ahead and invite a couple of people on. Facebook is just coming up with so many different gadgets here for us to play with. And so I definitely appreciate that. Facebook. Anytime that we do our lives, it seems like, they're stepping up their game. They're constantly adding on new things, and it makes doing videos fun. It makes doing videos, you're able to engage and reach out to more people that's in your target market, and that's your friends and everything. So guys, yeah, so let's get right into the topic, right? So anyway, I made a post earlier today just to see what type of engagement that I would get surrounding taxes, and I made the statement that that taxes will be your biggest, the most expenses, the most expensive incur that you will throughout your lifetime that you will incur. It won't be children. It won't be the expenses of children. It won't be the expenses of education. It won't be any other expense. The expenses will be taxes, guys. And you start paying taxes from the time that you are born to the time that you die. Even after you're dead, right? There's one last tax that you'll pay, and that's for your burial expenses, right? So if you have an insurance policy, and this really, it touches home for me because in my profession, as a correction officer, guys, here are the statistics that anyone that works 25 years or more and they retire within their first 5 years, right? If they don't have something to do after those first 5 years, they will end up passing away, right? Those are just the statistics, and they're like at least 75, 76% true, coming from, people that I know, people that are in that industry. And it's just been a fact. So 5 years after you retire, you won't get to enjoy your retirement because you end up passing away because you don't have things to do. You don't have a hobby. You don't have something that you're passionate about doing, whether that's working out, whether that's picking up a business that you're working from home, whether that's going out and enjoying your life, going out vacationing. People, they get into a habit or into a rut to where they just get comfortable, and life becomes is not exciting to them to wake up the next day and to have something to do because they've created bad habits throughout their life of doing nothing, of not having something to do after they retire. So what do? All of that adrenaline that's building up, they end up, all of that adrenaline goes into pretty much a stagnation mode. So they're not exerting the energy that they used to exert on the job. And so they end up even having a heart attack, having a stroke. If they're overweight, have bad health, guys, they end up dying sooner than what they should. So I just wanted to let you know a little bit about the background and why I feel that so many people should have some things that they're doing, that they should have something lined up after retirement. Hey, Tamika, how you doing? And Wayne, he said, definitely true. Yeah, because I see it all the time, guys, with my coworkers, with, friends that I have that retire. They don't have anything else to do, anything else going on in their life. And through eating bad foods and not really exercising the way that they should, they end up, passing away. And I think that everyone should have some form of hobby, some form of work habit, some form of enjoyment after they decide to retire. So, they can continue to stay active, so their mind can continue to be elevated and something that they're passionate about, that they can wake up the next day, they can wake up the next morning and say, man, I'm glad, I am refreshed. I have something to do. I'm passionate about life, and I'm going to go out and enjoy life. Right. And if you don't have something, guys, it's going to be a rough struggle for you to get past the next day, because you're going to be stagnant. So, guys, let's get into the taxes. I definitely was talking about on my post, which one would incur the most cost throughout your lifetime. Would it be children? Would it be education? Would it be taxes? Right? So a lot of people said children, and then some people said education, right? But taxes is the thing that you will continue to pay. And, whether you're talking about sales tax on clothes or anything that you purchase, whether it be city tax, whether it be county tax, state tax. I know some states don't have state tax. I know Florida and maybe a couple of other states don't have state tax because they have other things that are going on, such as tourists and people like that come to town that spend more money, in having a boom within that state's economy, that, some citizens of that state do not have to pay taxes. But you also have federal tax. Guys, you have so many different taxes that you pay if you're working a job, if you work, if you're a W-2 employee, W-4 employee, and you're working a job, right? Before you receive your earnings, they've already taken out their money for the taxes. So, guys, what's the umbrella that you can actually get under to incur some of that cost that you're putting out every 2 weeks, that you're incurring every month, right? As a small business that you could work from home, or a traditional business, right? My sister's on a call. Guys, she is a tax preparer, right? She works from home. They own their own business. So, she'll let you know the different tax benefits, the different tax coverages that you can hide up. I'm going to say hide up under, but that you can utilize to absorb some of the hit from the taxes and things of that nature, and how it can actually benefit you guys from owning your own business, and from writing off a lot of the things that you purchase throughout the year. For instance, I'm also a travel agent, guys. So a lot of the travel that I do, if I get in my car and I go to North Carolina, New York, or wherever I decide to go, guys, I can write the taxes off. I can write the gas receipts off. If I'm having a lunch or a breakfast or a dinner and I'm talking business, guys, I can write a portion of that off. It's just so many different tax advantages that you get as a home business owner, guys. And, whenever you are a home business owner, you'll see the difference in what you pay every year, as opposed to someone that's an employee and an employee only, and they don't have a side business that they're operating, how much taxes that they're going to pay. So definitely, Tamika said lodging, so, hotels, gas, meals, even your clothing, guys, the clothes that you buy, because me as myself as a travel agent, guys, whenever I go out and I buy clothes, what about cable, right? I have to know what the weather is like in different states and in different countries. So whenever my clients come to me and say, hey, I want you to book a trip for me, going to this state or going to this country. And I have to know what the weather is like to let them know, hey, you may want to wait to the next week because the weather is going to be bad there. They got a storm coming through. See, guys, so the cable I can write off because it's a part of my business. It's a part of my bit, what I need to know for my business, the cable station, right? The cable service that we have. So the weather channel, as well as the travel channel, guys, right? So that has a lot to do with with the travel industry and what I need to know to supply that information and knowledge to my clients, right? And so I can help them, book a better trip and have fun on their travel, guys. So definitely the dry cleaners. Wayne said the dry cleaners. Absolutely, Wayne, because my clothing is a part of my presentation, right? Whenever I go and do presentations, my dress code is a part of my business, right? So the dry cleaners is a great way that you can actually write off a lot of the clothes that you're having clean and things of that nature. So definitely, guys. So that's why I said that taxes is the biggest expense that you're going to incur during your lifetime, from the time that you're born, because at the time that you're born, think about the Social Security and things of that nature, that your parents are paying, that they don't know that they're paying, right? So you're paying taxes from the time that you're born, right, until after the time that you pass away. Even at death, you have to pay for certain expenses, certain burial expenses, and those are taxes. Those are taxed also. So, yeah, so definitely enjoyed this conversation, guys. Does anyone have any questions about how can they get started in possibly operating a business from home or generating extra income that they will have a tax shelter as opposed to someone that's an employee that will have to, incur all of those taxes, because me, myself, I don't like paying a whole bunch of taxes. So, that's why a business it just makes sense to me to have a business that you could work from home, whether it's in network marketing, whether it's in affiliate marketing, or if you have a traditional business, a brick and mortar business that you work, guys. So welcome, Brenda. I know you just joined, so you can definitely watch the replay of this video. So Tamika said, yes, Tara, as a small business owner, internet, whatever source of expense is used to help you operate your business. That's definitely correct, Tamika. So you're a tax preparer, so you definitely know. Yeah. So guys, anyway, if there are no questions for me, and Crystal just joined, my wife. So guys, if there are no questions for me, let me see. Tamika said, especially when that's right, Tamika, a bundle package. So what did Wayne say? Wayne said gas is one of the biggest ones. That's true, Wayne. Have you ever, well, I'm pretty sure that you've noticed that the gas in Florida, in Central Florida, has went up, right? And it went up because of the holidays, gas going up. So guys, we don't know if it's price gouging or we don't know if it's just, I don't know, maybe the cost of the oil and stuff like that is going up for whatever reason. And they're having to charge us more money for gas. But it's just ironic and a coincidence how, the holidays hit And now the gas prices are going up. It's jumping up 30, 40 cents. And Wayne, because you're a truck driver. So you're paying probably, double or triple what you used to pay, for diesel gas. So, hey, Lene, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on the live broadcast. Definitely watch the replay, guys. If you had just got on and everything. So definitely watch the replay. Give me more likes, guys. Give me more likes, comments. Share this video out if you think it's going to help someone. Okay, Tamika said you have the option to use mileage or gas expenses maintaining your vehicle. There you go. There you go. Yes, you definitely have to. You definitely have to make sure that you have an umbrella that you're using whenever, tax season is right around the corner. So guys, did you know that you can actually invest in a business today, and it's best to get it done now because it's what, December the 20th. It doesn't have to be my business, but it could be a business that's something that you can do, something that you enjoy doing, something that you don't mind offering to people, right? Whether it's a product or a service or anything of that nature, guys. But you need the tax shelter, so you won't have to incur all of the taxes. That you won't have to pay all of the taxes at the end of the year or by the time April comes around. So even though you may not have a profit, by the end of this year, you can get started. And yes, you'll file that business as a loss, but it will incur most of the, a portion of what you have to pay because, gases, right? Clothing, anything that deals with whatever you are, whatever business that you're in, and whether it's dry cleaning or whatever, guys, a lot of the receipts you want to save. I'm not sure. Maybe ask Tamika. I don't know if it's 70-80% of the receipts that you need to save for tax purposes and writing off your taxes, guys. But definitely save those receipts. Save all your paperwork. Get started in a business tonight because you can file on your taxes for 2016, right? That you have a home-based business that you started and you won't have to pay back so much taxes whenever it comes time to file your taxes. So guys, hopefully that has helped. If you're not in business for yourself, get in business for yourself. I know the business that I'm in, you won't be in business for yourself. You'll have people that's helping you. So you'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because you definitely have people that will be coaching you, mentoring you, encouraging you along the way to challenge you and help you to make the type of income that you want to make. So guys, no one is perfect. As you can see, I'm not perfect. I'm fumbling over my words on this video. But here's the thing that I know, that if you start where you are, you can get better over time, right? You can get better, whether that's on a video, you talking over video. A lot of people think that this is easy. It's not, but at the same time, it's something that you can get better with over time, right? Just like a business. You start off a business. A lot of people are afraid to go into business. Guys, you shouldn't be afraid to own your own time, because that's what a business will eventually give you. It will give you time freedom. It can give you location freedom, right? It could give you income freedom. But if you are too afraid to start a business, if you are too afraid of owning your own life, right, then I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, you can try it. If it doesn't work, then at least you tried it. But if you sit back and do nothing and incur all of these taxes at the end of the year, and then mad at yourself because you have to pay more taxes than a business owner, right? Like Donald Trump, I really don't want to get into politics, but I'm just mentioning him. A lot of people are pissed off because he didn't have to pay so much, he didn't have to pay a whole bunch of tax like other people did. But that's because he's smart enough to have tax shelters that's supporting him to where he don't have to pay as many taxes as other millionaires and multimillionaires, right? So guys, what can I say? Start tonight. Get you a business tonight. Get you a business at the least tomorrow, so you can have, so you can absorb some of the shock of how much your taxes is going to be that you're going to have to pay when it comes April of 2017, right? So guys, I really enjoyed you. Thanks for getting on a live broadcast. And if this video has helped you, if you've gotten value from it, please share it out and, let people know that whenever I'm on live, go ahead and subscribe. Guys, subscribe to my video so you'll get a notification when I'm going live, okay? So enjoy your night, and we'll see you on the next video.